Hey, it's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now. We're here on Facebook and Instagram. Hey.
Hey to Instagram.
And today we're talking about, what's our topic? Eliminate the stoppers. Is that it?
It is.
Awesome.
Eliminate the stoppers. We had to postpone this topic from last week. So a big hello to, I don't know what's going on over there with the Instagram. It seems to have, let me just have a look.
It's lost
over
us.
here.
Oh dear.
Don't know what's happened over there.
I'm just
no
going
idea.
to...
All right.
Okay, I'll go and have a look. You talk.
All right. Well, hi, Agatha. Hey, Karen Murphy's watching. G'day to you, Karen. Gabby Viner, Daniel, hi to you. D Hacking, g'day. Welcome, D. Susan Cornish, hello. Brett Hudson, big hello to you. Lee's just sorting out our Instagram feed. Just seemed to drop out. Peggy, Cindy, hello. Tara, g'day. Good evening, Ida. And Nick's watching. G'day, Nick. How are you? Good to see you here. And we've got Roz, Debbie Sue, Tammy. G'day, Tammy. Great to have you here as well. So we've got a great topic this evening. Our topic is eliminate the stoppers. Now, 2 weeks ago, we spoke about stoppers and we talked about different stoppers in our life. And this week, of course, one of the great things we're talking about, how to eliminate the stoppers. We're going to talk about action that we can take to eliminate those. Did you get that sorted, Lee?
Yeah, I'm being technical over here. Now I'm doing some sharing.
All right, this is what happens when you've got a couple of phones going. So great to have you all here. Colette over in New Zealand, in Auckland. Big hello to you. Jeff Nixon down on the farm. G'day,
really
Jeff.
Close over here.
Welcome to you. And hi to our people over there on Instagram who are joining us over there. G'day, good evening. Great topic, eliminate the stoppers. And we'll get into it very shortly. Lee's just... doing some sharing across our pages, across our.
You can see I have my nostrils nearly on this one.
I don't know if we want to be that live.
No.
But look, great to be here. Julie Murphy, g'day, welcome to you. And glad to have you here on our Facebook Live this evening. Peggy says, welcome to Wayne too. First time today. G'day, Wayne.
Wayne's new to the team.
And Luan, welcome to you. Richard Bird is watching. G'day, Richard, welcome. So we're going to get our topic underway very shortly. How are you going over there with the shares?
Two more six.
And then we'll be into it. But the topic for this evening is eliminate the stoppers. But while Lee's organising that, gee, we've had an amazing, interesting last week. We had to cancel last week's Facebook Live, or postpone it, we should say.
Why was that?
Because you had to go to hospital. So
sorry, but we couldn't do it from there. We weren't
couldn't
allowed.
do it from the emergency department, so we had to take Lee to hospital. Get a cyst sorted, which was under control, and then
it wasn't under control.
It wasn't then, but it is now. And then, of course, Friday, my mum ended up in hospital, so I've raced up to the Sunshine Coast, and fortunately got her out on Saturday and brought her down here for Mother's Day. So that was nice. Had my mum here on Mother's Day, so celebrate Mother's Day with Lee and her mum Di, and to all the mums out there that had a great, trust you had a great Sunday, and happy Mother's Day for Sunday, of course.
Yeah.
So here we are this week. It's been back into it this week after last week, having a few obstacles and things thrown at us, but right into it. So
there's always lots happening over here.
There is, but looking forward to this topic because we spoke with Lee a couple of weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago now, about what was it? Creating about stoppers.
I can't remember saying stoppers.
It was just about stoppers. Who are stoppers in our life? So tonight. We're talking
identifying the stoppers.
Identifying, that's right. Now we're talking about eliminating them.
So
we're going to get a gun out.
Those messages. I hope you
I can read this one, but I can't read Insta. It's just too far away from me, unfortunately.
I have to do this.
Dee says, "Oh no, hugs and healing to all." Thanks, Dee.
Love your hair shorter. Who said that? I can't see. Thanks for that.
Somebody did. All right, so let's jump into the topic. Stoppers are a dramatic influence, or can be a dramatic influence in our life. And we need to realise that and change the way that we deal with them. So as I said, what we're talking about here is eliminating the stoppers. So how do we eliminate those stoppers in our life? We've got to change the way that we deal with them. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing.
We don't have to move. We don't move house and leave the country.
No, that'd be a bit dramatic. That'd be a bit dramatic or a bit drastic as well. But stoppers can provide a dramatic influence into our life, and they will quite often be our hurdle or our pain in the neck. They'll also be a bit like an unwanted guest in your house.
Yes.
So you can't really just ignore them.
No.
Right? Because you can't ignore... Think about it. If you've got an unwanted guest in your house, you've got to look at how you're going to actually eliminate that stopper, right?
Yeah.
Eliminate them, get rid of them, but you can't when they're a guest in
Exterminate
your
them.
house. bring in the exterminators. What came into my head there was Ghostbusters, the old movie of Ghostbusters.
They're unwanted guests, that's for sure.
And so you've got to tread carefully as to how you deal with stoppers and how you eliminate them. So as we said, if you've got an unwanted guest in your house, you can't just say, see you later, get out. That's right.
But
you could.
Might not go so well.
Well, you've got to have a bit of tact, right?
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you can do to eliminate the stoppers, Lee, from your perspective? What are some of the things that you see that you can put in place? So let's say you had an unwanted guest in your house that was giving you negative comments about something that you were sharing with them, something that you had planned, something that you wanted to do, and they're like poo-pooing your idea.
Poo-pooing.
Yeah, poo-pooing your idea. That is the technical term.
Well, the first thing you do is I feel that you acknowledge it and say, look, I appreciate your concern or I appreciate your comments or whatever. You don't
I understand.
You don't have to take them on board.
Don't agree with it.
No,
I understand.
I understand, or thank you for that. And just let them know that, look, thank you, but you don't need to send that to me anymore. You don't need to say that to me anymore. I know how you feel, but thank you.
Yeah.
And then just go on and...
Let's change the topic.
Yeah.
Change the subject.
Exactly.
Obviously we've got differences of opinions. I have my opinion, you've got yours. Clearly
Really?
they're not in alignment, and
What are you talking about us?
and
Yes.
therefore you've just got to work with that and say, okay, well that's just the way it is. So unwanted guest in your house, we talk about. So take action to eliminate the effect or the influence that they're having in your life. And as you just said, the what we can do is broach the subject with them.
Yes.
So raise it with them.
Yep, rather than ignore it.
Ignoring
it won't go away if you ignore it.
Tell them, look, I appreciate what you're saying and I understand that that's your opinion, but, I don't necessarily value it. I'm getting better at that, says Roz. Shani says agree to disagree. Yep, that's a good old saying.
So we haven't got the best setup for me to read any of the comments. So, because I'm like...
That's right, you've just got to lean forward on here and go right into the camera on Facebook. I can read it.
I can't read any of those.
No, the Instagram ones, I know we just got that a little bit far away, so it's a bit hard to read some comments over here on Instagram. Hi guys, great to see you both. Says Living Life by Design.
Oh, that's deep.
Mother of Unicorns is joined.
Mother of Unicorns, that's cool.
Yeah, Petrasso, Maria Petrasso joined. G'day.
I can see us on here, we look hilarious.
All right, so what else? I guess, how do we eliminate the stoppers? First of all, you've got to seek them out.
Ooh.
So you've got to seek out the stoppers. So who are the stoppers in your life? They're people that have an influence. It could be a boss. If you're in a job that has authority over you, it could be a parent who wields emotional or financial control over you. It could be a business partner who limits the way you want to drive the business or where you want to go with the business. And they're going, no, I don't think we should do that. I don't think that's a good idea. They're being a stopper in your business. Or it could be someone close to you, friend, relative, spouse, child, grown adult child, so they can all be stoppers saying, as we said, they've got their best interest. However, we've got to work out how to deal with those. And I know that people, when we spoke the other weekly, asked about, how do you handle dealing with stoppers? How do you deal with that? And I think what you've shared is a really great example. They also want you to believe that you can't succeed.
Yeah.
So they're never going to give up. They're always going to try and convince you that,
you're not going to. It's not going to be good if you do that, or you're not going to be successful if you do that.
No. So have you got an example of something that happened? You were sharing with me earlier, an example of something in your life where there was a stopper situation.
Yeah, it's not something that I should probably talk about on here.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, okay. That was the whole idea of you sharing it.
No.
Oh, you don't want it to go public.
Their contact's on here and I would hate for them to see it. So.
All right. Well, maybe that's not a good idea, see? You're not really addressing the situation.
Well, it is, but it's not really.
Not in a public
I think
forum,
that would not be there.
So as far as stoppers in your life, I mean, it can be, you can have situations where, and I know certainly in previous work environments where people have, held you back or had an opinion of you, and didn't want you to succeed and just either maybe put you down or gave you a hard time.
Or try and sabotage you.
Yep.
I've had that happen many a times.
Yep. So
you know some people that like that.
Certainly do. And of course, stoppers will also inhibit you from taking action. So they want you to stop what you're doing so that they feel that, it's not in your interest. So they want you to stop what you're doing, don't do that, and they'll keep going until you do it. So like you said, I think one of the best ways is address it with them. And there's a couple of key points that we can do when we address it with them. One is don't worry about who is wrong and who is right. So don't try and make them wrong. Don't try and make yourself right. Just acknowledge, I understand where you're coming from. I don't necessarily agree with it. Obviously, we see things differently. Obviously, we have a difference of opinion. Maybe we have a different viewpoint on something. So that's a good way to put it. We've got a different viewpoint. We also have, what else? We've got differences of opinion, different viewpoints. Dee says self-sabotage is a big one. I've had plenty of that with me. Camilla says, or you could simply just say hello, goodbye. Yeah, but if they're a guest in your house, Camilla, and that was the example we used, that's not necessarily going to work. How do you say to someone hello and goodbye? Look, great in theory, but most times the stoppers in your life are people that you actually have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and they could be loved ones.
You may not be able to just tell them to do goodbye.
Or it could be a work colleague. Yeah, exactly. Working really close with them. Don't fight them. So that's another tip. Don't fight with them. Don't try to be right, like I said before. Let them speak, but don't engage in the diversion. In other words, let them speak, let them share what they want to share, but then share with them your opinion.
So I notice I can read the comments over here.
Okay, great.
So Darren says creating success is the best way to shut down the stoppers. Use it as a driver to get results. Dee said, yes, sabotage is a big one. That just disappeared. These are disappearing off here. Camilla, or you could simply just say, oh, you saw that one. Ross says, yes, family are the worst.
Now, of course, how do you stop the stoppers? And that's what we said is addressing it and certainly talking about not trying to make them wrong and not trying to be necessarily right, because then it just turns into a full-blown argument, right? So there is certain things that you can do to appease the situation and just come to a happy medium, I guess would be the way to do it. Now they may continue, right? They may continue to,
they might.
And then you might have to take a harder stand and say goodbye, like the other comment was. Joe Flintham, hi Joe, good to see you watching. Charlotte Wright's watching. G'day Charlotte.
And
the one says rise above it. Rise above it. And you can rise above it. But of course when you rise above it, you've still got to have a way to deal with it. So you can rise above it, but you've got to actually maybe deal with it and then move forward yourself. Because that's the big thing, is not allow it to derail you.
Yeah, right? Not take it on board.
Now, when we stop the stoppers, as we spoke about, you can tell them directly. It can become ridiculous and crazy. They could really just continue down that path of wanting you to stop what you're doing and really hammering you with negative publicity on, this is why you shouldn't do it. Here's all the research I've done. Could be something health related.
Here's all the examples.
Yeah, it could be something that somebody else has tried. Oh my God, I know somebody, a friend of mine tried this.
A friend of a cousin of a friend.
And it didn't work. So don't do it.
Here, Camilla's got a comment. Grateful I don't have that kind of people in my life, so I'm all good. You guys are great. Love listening to you. Debbie Sue says, I let them get in and out and then thank them for their opinion and then change the subject. Works with everyone except my mother, who can be like a dog with a bone.
Yep, that can be true. Absolutely.
Julie says, choose to surround yourself with positive people and ward off other people's negative with your positivity. And Georgia says, oh my God, I have the biggest stopper. I've had the biggest stopper.
And I think the other thing, and all those are great, really important things, but the other thing is just to share with them that you're still going to do it anyway. Like if you've made up your mind and you're going to go for something and you're going to go after it and achieve it, then one of the big things would be just to say to them, regardless of, I appreciate what you feel or what you say, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Charlotte says, unfortunately, some stoppers you have to leave behind. Sometimes it's they just don't let up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They do. And to avoid criticism, do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. That's a good comment. To avoid criticism, do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing.
I've got a funny example.
I do.
So I had an ad that I was running, which I'm like, it's going to be a great ad, la la la. You know what? All I got was people picking on me on my ad. So they're stoppers.
And it got to you.
Well, it didn't get to me. I just thought, I just don't want to have to deal with it. So I just closed it and put a new ad up. But they were basically picking on me because of my eyelashes.
In Corona time.
Yeah.
In Corona time.
In Corona time. So it was literally like it was a whole pile of comments from all different people. One lady stood up for me and was telling them to stop being cyber bullies. But yeah, seriously.
You think people have better things to do, right?
Yeah.
So
I didn't care. Like, it was like I went and got all depressed, but it was just like, I've just had
so
enough.
You rocking and crying in the corner. Is that what it was about?
Yeah. But I just was over the comments and having to delete them, so I thought I'll just put a new ad up with a different video. But I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
Like, seriously. People like that.
Well, they're stoppers, right? But they're also stoppers for in their own life because they don't know what they're missing.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
They've got time to actually comment negatively on an advertisement.
Tara said she saw the comments, small minds.
Oh, yeah.
Deb Stewart, thinking the chat here, have to say I don't really come across the stopper type conversations these days. Maybe I just don't have entertain them. Oh, it's all moving very fast. Okay, missed it. Sorry about that. Peggy says, oh no, silly people. Thank them for their opinion and continue anyway. They got no life.
Well, it's a big thing is that like we said, you've got to thank them for their opinion and just move forward without it. So eliminating the stoppers is really about we've recognised them, and how do we eliminate them? It's about being kind, being courteous, appreciating their opinion, but just sharing with them yours. And no matter what, doesn't matter, Appreciate what you're saying, but thanks anyway, because I've got my own opinion, I'm going to do it anyway.
And I love my lashes, so.
And we do that anyway, right? In day-to-day life, we make decisions and choices that not everyone's going to agree with, and we just do it anyway.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly. Because
that's the way we operate. So, like a lot of people on the stream tonight, we don't surround ourselves with people that are necessarily stoppers. But look, we do have stoppers that rear their heads in our lives, whether it be through advertising or whether it be from people close to us who want to share their opinions. We certainly have that, and I don't think you'll ever stop that. But I think it's a matter of sometimes you've just got to let it go through to the keeper. It's a bit like an old cricket analogy. If you don't like it, don't catch it, don't take it on board. Just let it go through to the keeper, and then it's gone, and move on and do what you want to do.
Dewey Sue says, "Hey Lee, you could just lash back."
That's very good. That's very good. That's very quick.
Jacinta said 2 words: move on from all the stoppers.
Move on from all the stoppers. So ultimately, don't forgive the stopper. See forgiveness for them in what they're doing. But look, it is what it is. You've just got to recognise them, move on, and don't let them play a part in your life. I mean, that's a big thing. And look, we all have stoppers in our lives. All of us.
Yep.
And some of them are the ones we love and are the closest to us.
Agatha says, some people close to you may come from a place of caution, trying to look out for you without realising they are stoppers. Setting good boundaries as to their opinion on topics is a great way to end without destroying a relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. And, there's some great points there. And it's a matter of, because you do want to keep that relationship, right? Mm-hmm. You don't necessarily want to ruin all the relationships with those that are sometimes stoppers in your life.
Yeah,
because
depends on who they are.
It does depend on who they are, yeah. It could be someone that you're quite happy to see the back of. And then you've just got to eliminate them.
Yeah.
Right? Like taser them. I don't know.
No, mate.
Don't do that.
No.
Get out a taser gun.
No. Is there some comments over there?
Yeah, there is. And just I could see I've got a taser in my head now where they
really?
actually getting tasered and shaking.
Is that from the movie we watched the other night?
It might have been actually, yeah. So that's a good way to eliminate the stoppers. Just taser them.
George says, "Thanks, guys. It's reassuring to know you guys have dealt with the same things. Yeah, we're not superhuman.
No. But the important thing is how you deal with it, and then how you move on from it.
Yeah.
because you can really let it derail you, or you can just rise above it and put the next foot in front of it.
Paintball them might be safer.
Paintball them.
Let them stay in the herd. Ha ha, taser.
Nick says let them stay in the herd. Yeah. Yeah, I like the whole taser thing. I think that...
Well, we've got some new advertising we're launching next week, which I'm not going to tell them about just yet because they'll figure it out on their own. But I'm sure we're going to get some backlash and some stoppers and some
We'll get some
stuff.
Interesting comments.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we'll see
don't
how that goes. And you've got to try new things. You've got to be prepared to do new things or set new goals or go on new adventures or move forward.
Yep.
And sometimes those people are going to keep wanting to hold you back. But fortunately, we do surround ourselves with a lot of people that just say, you know what, go for it. That's great. That's awesome. Go do it anyway.
Yeah.
So you've got people that are actually uplifting and wanting to give you their support and their and to them it could also be inspirational to some people. See, that's the whole flip side of the stopper. Is you've got some people that are complete stoppers and others that are like, wow, that's awesome. I'm going to do that too.
Yeah.
Or lead by example and I'm going to follow. So it's a real polarity, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can have that total opposite from one person to the next.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Colette says, can't wait to see what you're doing. Bring it on.
Bring
it on, Colette.
We bring it on, right?
Peggy, keep galloping forward. Leave them in your dust.
Leave them in the dust. Sounds like it's a bit of a cowboy and western thing. Any other comments about stoppers from your perspective? Anything else that you think's valuable about eliminating the stoppers?
No, not
that's important. There was a really good quote here that I wanted to just read. Here we go. Stoppers can be very clever. They can also be very persistent. So for you are either of the sufficient reason to do what they say or take on their point of view. So they're very persistent, and they can just continue at it. It's a bit like chipping away.
Mm-hmm.
Chipping away.
Jelly says we must set firm personal boundaries. Assert your boundaries whilst being firm, honest, and respectful. You become aware of who and what negatively influences you. So set limits to your time with them, i.e., family. So maybe unavoidable.
Maybe unavoidable. Yeah.
Julie says can also be toxic.
Absolutely. Yeah, but I mean the most important thing, and they can chip away, right? I've had that in my life, chipping away. Stoppers.
Yes.
That's my experience with stoppers, and I guess the way that I've dealt with them in the past is certainly just to address it, appreciate their comments, and just move on from it. Mm-hmm. And I've had people in my life that have had stoppers in their life. And you can see it. You can actually see the stoppers in their life. And sometimes you get involved in highlighting that to them. Mm-hmm. That, do you realise that these people are just trying to hold you back or stop you from doing what you want? That's it for me.
Okay.
Any other comments? Anyone else got any other awesome comments that they want to share about eliminating stoppers besides tasering them?
Well, all I can say, just totally off topic, is I'm excited because stuff is starting to open again.
Yes.
In Queensland it is. Yes. So Friday, the beauty salons can open with limited people. There's going to be some restaurants opening. There's going to be no bars yet, no clubs, but restaurants.
There is some stuff.
And we're hanging out for next weekend, so we can
next weekend
get out of the
we've
house
got not this weekend, but next weekend we've got a kid-free weekend, so we're going to go and enjoy a bit of us time.
Yeah.
Get out
and
there
celebrating my best friend's birthday. We're going to go.
Yeah, going to go and see that.
She's been on her own.
She has.
At home with the kids.
She's been coronavirusing.
So we're a bit excited.
Looking forward to that. Looking forward to some great things. So we've got some big things happening. Looking forward to what's coming up with a bit of lifting of restrictions and see what we can do.
Yeah.
But got a busy week ahead with some new things cracking out next weekend. And
Bernie says, I find it good to reflect where in my life I am being a stopper to someone or something else. Maybe I attracted it attracted it. Okay, it's going too fast on me. Attracted it to them. Dee said, I like the taser option. Julie says, party time soon. Very impressed with the service from the small people in your household. Goods arrived today. That was Ida. Ida ordered, so we'll tell them about that in a minute, actually. Charlotte says, great, happy for you. Colette says, not sure if it has been closed for you guys. Our freedom starts on Thursday. Woohoo! Georgia says, thanks for your advice and leadership. So Ida's talking about our kids have started their own little online stores.
Business. They've got their entrepreneurial. They've used the time at home outside of education.
Yeah.
But it's very educational, and they've built a website, made products.
Yep.
Your mum's in on it, so she's making products.
Yep. Jayla is making all different scrunchies, and Lexi's making dream catchers.
Absolutely.
So if anyone's got kids out there, what I might do is share the link on my personal profile.
Yeah, and they've set up a full working website that links to online payments, and my son was the Neo was the one that did that.
Too. That's right.
Awesome.
Thanks, Dee.
Yep. So and then they're starting to get those out. It's called Homemade.
I am Peggy.
And a great, just a really great entrepreneurial thing for the kids to do. And so they're 13, 12 and 11. And, grandma's in on it, supervising and adding her 2 cents worth in. And, so doing great.
We've got 3 customers on the line,
we
actually.
Do. There you go.
Thanks, ladies. But yeah, I'll share it on my personal page after we get off the call if anyone wants to have a little look-see.
All right. Well, look, great to be here this week. Next week, we've got a great topic coming up. And we will be back on Tuesday next week, same time, same channel, 7:30.
We'll be here.
Queensland time, Australian Eastern Standard Time now.
Yeah.
And we will be back here next Tuesday. So
thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us on Instagram, and thanks for joining us. Oh, by the way, we also upload our lives to IGTV. So if you've missed any of our old ones and want to go back and have a look at them, go over to Instagram to IGTV, or you can go to Simon and Leanne on YouTube and find them on there. They get uploaded on there. This week it won't be uploaded because Eden, Lee's assistant's on a week off. She's having a week off. But if you want to go and have a look at any of our past episodes, they're available on IGTV and also Simon and Leanne on YouTube. So check it out.
Thanks everyone for joining us.
Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.